The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, by V. E. Schwab, tells the story of Addie LaRue, a young woman who makes a Faustian bargain with a god in order to escape her mundane life. In exchange for eternal life, Addie must live her life in anonymity and never be remembered by anyone she meets. The book is divided into 3 parts, each one detailing a different period in Addie's life. The first part takes place in 1714 France, where Addie makes the deal with the god, known as the darkness. She soon learns the price of her bargain, as she is unable to leave any mark on the world and is constantly forgotten by those she meets. The second part of the book takes place in the present day and follows Addie's life as she navigates the world alone and anonymous. She develops a love of art and spends her time exploring museums and galleries, always careful to avoid leaving any trace of herself. In the final part of the book, Addie meets a man named Henry Doherty who, to her surprise, remembers her after their first encounter. The two develop a relationship and Henry becomes the first person in centuries to remember Addie. However, their time together is limited as the darkness comes to collect on his bargain with Addie. The book explores themes of love, memory, and the human desire for immortality, all while painting a vivid picture of Addie's long and often lonely life. More details ahead. Disclaimer: the following details may contain spoilers of the events that may unfold events of the book. In the first part of the book, we meet Addie LaRue, a young woman who is desperate to escape the confines of her small French village and the expectations placed upon her by her family. One day, she makes a desperate plea to any gods or devils who may be listening to grant her the ability to live forever and to never be forgotten. Miraculously, her wish is granted by a dark and enigmatic figure she calls Luke. From that moment on, Addie becomes immortal, but she is also cursed to be forgotten by everyone she meets. Addie spends the next few centuries traveling the world, trying to find a place to call home and to leave her mark on the world. But no matter what she does, no one remembers her, and she is forced to start anew every few years. Despite this, Addie refuses to give up, and she finds solace in small moments of joy and beauty that she experiences along the way. Eventually, Addie finds herself in New York City in the year 2014, where she meets a young man named Henry. For some reason, Henry is able to remember Addie even after they part ways, which gives Addie hope that she may have finally found a way to break her curse. The two of them form a deep connection, but Addie knows that if she reveals the truth about herself to Henry, he will forget her just like everyone else. As the story unfolds, we see Addie struggle to find a way to break her curse and to find a way to be remembered. We also learn more about her past and the various people she has met and loved throughout her long life. Finally, in the book's stunning conclusion, we see Addie make a final, desperate choice in order to find a way to live on, even if it means sacrificing everything she has ever known. In the second part of the book, Addie has been living for centuries, traveling the world and experiencing different time periods and cultures. She tries to find meaning and purpose in her existence, but the fact that no one can remember her continues to haunt her. Addie spends some time in Paris during the 1920s, where she becomes involved with a group of artists and writers, including Hemingway and Fitzgerald. She also spends time in New York City during the 1960s, where she becomes involved with the counterculture movement. However, Addie's life takes a dramatic turn when she meets Henry, a man who is able to remember her. They fall in love and begin a relationship, but Addie is haunted by the fear that their time together will be short-lived. Eventually, Addie makes a Faustian bargain with Luke, the god of darkness, in an attempt to keep Henry with her forever. The bargain involves sacrificing her freedom and her memories, but it ultimately fails when Henry's memories of her start to fade. In the present day, Addie is living in New York City and has been reunited with Henry. She has come to terms with the fact that their time together is limited and is content to live in the moment with him. However, Luke continues to haunt her, reminding her of the bargain she made and the consequences that will come with it. Addie is forced to confront her past and make a final choice about her future. In the final part, Addie wakes up in her own bed, confused and disoriented. She is not sure where she is or how she got there. It slowly dawns on her that she is back in her own time and that she has somehow managed to break free from Luke's curse. She goes outside and realizes that she can be seen by others again. Addie meets a boy who tells her that his name is Henry, and they start talking. She learns that Henry is a fellow artist and is also searching for something. They quickly become friends and start spending time together, exploring the city and sharing their passions. As they spend more time together, Addie realizes that she is falling in love with Henry. But she also knows that she can never truly be with him, as she is cursed to be forgotten by everyone she meets. Addie finally tells Henry the truth about her curse, and he is devastated but also understands that there is nothing he can do to change it. In the end, Addie decides to embrace her curse and continue living her life, always searching for new experiences and adventures. She knows that she will be forgotten by everyone she meets, but she also knows that her life has been full of wonder and magic. Addie's curse is finally broken, but not without cost. As the years have gone by, Addie has grown weary of her existence, and longs to be able to grow old and die. Her prayers are finally answered when she is found by a bookseller named Henry Doherty, who has the ability to remember her. Addie and Henry fall in love, and for a time, Addie is happy. But as she grows old and begins to die, she realizes that her life has been a gift all along, and that she has touched countless lives through her wanderings. In her final moments, she looks out at the world with a sense of peace, knowing that her legacy will live on long after she is gone. The book ends with the words, "She lived," reminding the reader that despite all of her struggles and pain, Addie LaRue was, indeed, alive.